Dude, what's up? Beyond the Grave on the Road, out of theater reaction with my boy Retro Joe.
What's going on?
What's up, man? It's our first movie together.
Yeah, we held hands a little bit.
Yeah, dude, guys, date. First time.
I love it.
So,
don't tell the wife. Don't tell the wife. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
We're just here for a good time, not a long time. Still kind of got goosebumps from this movie. We were just talking about it. Yeah. So we just went and watched Obsession. Is it Curry Barker opening day? So this is just kind of an out of the theater in Joe's Jeep reaction.
Well, just for reference, we are in the front seats.
It's not laid down.
I know we use curse words and stuff and
you can
on the channel, so like I'm just letting you guys know it's 2026, but we are in the front seats.
We're in the front seat, and we're upright. Our clothes are on. We're fine. Yeah. So yeah, I didn't know anything about this movie, and I just kind of was like, hey man, he's going to watch Mortal Kombat 2 later, which I'm gonna say might pale in comparison. What'd you think of this fucking movie, dude?
You know, I'm a huge fan of like Silent Hill and Scream 7, but it can't compare.
Return to Silent Hill.
I'm Return to Silent Hill. I'm just kidding. I literally saw 0 previews on this movie. I knew nothing about this until you said, hey dude, you want to come fucking watch this movie?
Right.
I read the write-up on the synopsis, and I was like, that sounds pretty fucking cool. Still kind of walked in not knowing what the hell I was walking into. It's a day one purchase.
This is a movie. I
will tell you that it ended kind of the way I thought it would end, but not, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I don't know if we're going to give a bunch of spoilers. I guess if we're going to, we'll keep it pretty open-ended. This is kind of like, this is the day one purchase. There's a few moments in this movie where I was jammed up with my feelings. Like, if you weren't sitting next to me, this was kind of, I mean, not a packed house for like a 2:30 show. There's probably 25, 30 people on a Friday at the theater in the dark. And this is a Cinemark, and it was loud as shit. If you've seen things or even heard the story of the monkey's paw where you get a wish, I mean, we're not spoiling anything with that. What would you wish for? And you kind of need to be careful, like they say. What
Absolutely.
you wish for. Overall thoughts.
Overall thoughts is it gave me literally like ex-girlfriend vibes.
Ooh.
Where you kind of like, you're into it, but you're not into it. You know, like,
man,
is this right? But is it not right?
And let's talk about our lead here. I'm just gonna say he's a pussy, straight up.
He's a fucking bitch.
Anything she says to do, he just does it. It kind of starts off with like kind of a fake out where he's kind of like, hey man, I really like you. Gosh, gee, oh darn, I hope you'll fucking be friends with me. And he just kind of continues to drop the ball. And anything she says, he's gonna do. But maybe he's friend zoned, maybe he's not. But he definitely has this vibe where, let's put the pussy on a pedestal.
He definitely took advantage of the situation.
And it takes him a second. He doesn't just go right into it. So he wishes for someone that he wants to be with because he's kind of a wimp.
Yeah. No, he's kind of a bitch for sure.
Dude.
Can't pull it himself, so he uses the wish. It comes true.
You don't have hair, but I was pulling on mine if it was there. It was just like lots of readjusting in this movie. Like, what the fuck are you doing? What are you doing? Just over and over.
And I love that it was a really dark, quiet movie.
Yes.
So those like really intimate, hardcore-ish spots, they really fucking made you jump.
Oh, dude, the sound design, like the way that it had these screams in it, and just the way that she would kind of get herself worked up. And it's a small movie. There's maybe 4 characters in the whole thing, and Andy Richter.
Andy Richter is a fucking gangster
in this movie, and it feels like it's kind of timeless because, kind of like I was telling him in the movie, like, is this like kind of like It Follows, where you've got modern technology with phones, but also you've got CRT TVs and VHS hi-fis. You're in a music store. You're playing trivia, but it's kind of like you're driving like a Chevy Caprice. Like, you could just really put this movie anywhere.
Yeah,
and it kind of works. It follows you, kind of.
It kind of gave me Weapons vibes a little bit too.
I didn't see the Weapons
because Weapons was super quiet. Yeah. Super quiet, and then when those parts hit, they just fucking hit.
And it's framed really like nice and tight, so it's got like this, you know, the aspect ratio shrunk in a little bit. It's not 4:3 or anything, but kind of like how the lighthouse is. I forget what whatever the setting is, but and the sound, it's very kind of like, I don't know, like ethereal, kind of like just washy, and it kind of like brings you into where you're listening to the sound and you're just...
It did seem like you're watching maybe like early 2000s, 2010s, like just gritty fucking movie where it's not complete 4K, but it's just kind of dirty.
But all of the features were pristine at the same time. So just, I was super impressed with it, man. I've heard a lot of people saying this is the best horror movie of the year. I think it probably is.
As of right now, I would tell you it's probably the best movie I've watched in at least a year. Honestly,
if you're a fan of something like Talk to Me, where, because in a way it almost kind of feels like they take party games where there is parties and there's kind of like kids that are hanging out trying to like make bad decisions, and there's some curveballs in there too. Since Hereditary, I don't think I've ever... I'm not going to say it's scary, but it's intense. There's creepy moments in it for sure.
There are some creepy moments, and fuck bricks, I'll tell you that. We're going to leave it at that. Fuck bricks.
Man. And that was kind of telegraphed, but at the same time, we both went, fuck.
I didn't see the brick coming. I saw that part coming, but I didn't see the brick coming.
I didn't see the brick either.
You guys are going to have to watch it to know what the fuck we're talking about.
Even just the setting... We kind of talked about the music being kind of retro and stuff, Retro Joe. But when they're in he's in a grandma's house that he's inherited, you don't know if someone died in there. And pet stuff, pet trigger as well, for people that are triggered.
That fucking pink chair too. That pink the pink like just fluffy chair.
Yeah.
My buddy Jeremy, when I fucking lived with him in early 2000s, fresh out of high school, we fucking had a pink chair like that. Just throwing it out there. Throw a fucking quilt over that thing. Do some crossword puzzles at your grandma's house.
Dude. So things will be happening in this movie and you'll feel like you're just trapped in this room with him because his wish is there and he cannot get away from her. And it's like the stuff on the walls becomes creepy. Obviously the sound's crazy. And then you'll be looking like in the corners of the room. You'll notice, well, that clock just said this time. Why does his phone say a different? Like, it doesn't all line up. It feels very dreamy.
I didn't pick up on that part.
Yeah, the clock said like 16. But
I did pick up on the 16, but I didn't pick up on it not being the same as his phone. It
was weird, man. That's lots of things subliminally going on. I don't even know what movie this is going to remind you of, to be honest.
I mean, just die, man. I mean, you could always just die.
Did you like Smile?
Here's where I'm gonna be a piece of shit. I've never watched Smile.
Okay. If I would recommend Smile, and that was like, as far, I didn't see the marketing thing, but this will give you Smile vibes. Parts of Smile too, maybe, and Smile's got some jump scares, so this has jump scares that are sound design, but not cheap, you know?
No, they wasn't cheap.
It didn't feel cheap at all.
It's fucking great.
I'm gonna... This is a definite recommend. Like I said, day one purchase. Give them your rating.
If I was to give a rating today, I would give you a 10 out of 10 just because it was a fucking epic movie. After day one, because it will be a day one watch on 4K, we'll give another rating. It might go down a little bit, but I don't think it will. I mean, it was a solid movie. Like, there wasn't one part of the movie where I was like, this is boring and this sucks. And it was a quiet fucking movie.
Intimate.
I lose like patience a lot of times, and I did not lose it whatsoever.
Yeah, some people might say that maybe it looks like it's going to be slow because it's like 4 characters, maybe like 3 settings the whole time. But because of the unraveling, and you can kind of see that this is going to go off the rails because he just keeps accepting, lay down, sweetie. He just keeps, go back to sleep. If you know, you fucking know. I keep looking at the other camera.
You're good, man. You're good.
Yeah, dude.
Yo.
I'm going 9 out of 10. I think that, and I can't even say like the hype of it, but I've heard a couple of people say best movie of the year, scariest movie of the year. I don't even think you should look at it as a terrifying scale. I just think that it was just really, really well made. and it has fun with it. It's kind of funny. Not weapons funny.
I laughed a lot in a lot of the spots for sure.
Dude, it's awkward.
And towards the very end, I got kind of Terrifier 3, Christmas in the House, fucking with the parents vibe. You know, when he walked in, was like, oh fuck, when he saw what was there. When
he first is invited to go to work, like, and she can't come because they work at the same place. That's not a spoiler. And so she's like, have a good day at work, honey. Should I come see you? And he's kind of starting to get a little bit weirded out. Okay, spoiler section. Just a few. We won't go too hard on it. All right, so if you're not into that, give yourself a little second where I just say, it's nice to see you, Joe. Spoilers.
Spoilers. All I can say is grab yourself a fucking roll of duct tape. Take a bong hit, maybe some tequila shots.
Those are in there.
And just go watch this fucking movie.
Yeah, he cannot get away from this broad, dude. And they tell him multiple times in a funny, maybe you just off yourself. I know we can't say the other thing on here, but there's a 1-800 number he's got to call, and the guy, is he talking to the substance on the other line, the dude on the other? So the only advice is, oh yeah, did you read the box? And maybe you should just off yourself. Maybe you could die.
Yeah, you can just die. You can just
die. The dude fucking with him in the shop when he wants to get another wish and break it, and he can't break it. And his friends fucking with this girl, so it's all, yeah, there's some plot angles in here that it like red herring kind of gets you off the scent, man.
It's deep.
Excellent movie, man.
Watch it.
Excellent movie.
I don't know if I want to watch Mortal Kombat 2. Sorry, bro. I'm gonna watch it, but it ain't gonna be no fucking obsession.
I mean, I'm obsessed with this movie. I want it to go just a little bit hard, but I think they're leaving it for maybe a part 2 or something, because it did like be kind of quirky and whimsical with the stupid music, you know, almost like how they would do. I don't know. It was kind of the ending. I was like, okay.
I saw that ending happening, but not the way it did either.
I was still very impressed with it. Like, if you weren't there, I would have been in my seat just locked the fuck in. But we were kind of like, oh shit, like multiple times, dude. Very weapons-like.
And if you watch it on a chilly day, wear your best sweater.
Dude, for real.
Because this guy's sweater game is fucking on point.
Yeah, it was a Cosby sweater.
So good, so good.
Dude, yeah, great acting, man. Fucking some real. There's not a lot of kills, but there is bloodshed, and there is very uncomfortable. There's a lot of bodily fluids in this movie.
Yeah.
There's a lot of like, oh, that's not happening. The pet stuff, that's rough.
When he came home and she was just standing there, spoiler, it reminded me of Weapons, where it's and then they fucking run, you know?
Exactly. Fuck yeah. And then he finally is going to get away from her. And then she's like, we can just take some space. And you're like,
yeah.
Total monkey's paw.
Not today. I'll make you fucking lunch, bitch.
Dude, go watch it. Tell me what you guys think about Obsession. It's opening night, so hopefully you didn't watch all the spoilers, unless you don't care. A lot of people just spoil it for themselves, but
spoilers don't bother me.
Yeah. I've been trying not to watch trailers, but when you come and watch movies, sometimes it's nice to get excited about stuff. Evil Dead Burnt, stoked for that. Maybe we can do another one of these. Even just do it monthly, every couple of weeks.
Yeah,
hop in the Jeep, break it down.
I'm game.
It'd be fun.
I think it would be fucking badass.
Yeah, dude. It's kind of cool just to get your thoughts out there, conscious stream, and just riff with somebody.
Right? Oh, yeah.
This is our first date, so...
Yeah, he didn't even buy me ice cream.
There was no popcorn for this fella.
Yeah, we had Coke Zero, though. What'd you drink, Coke Zero?
I'm a DC guy. I like Coke Zero, but it's still sweet for me.
Dude.
It's a Diet Coke, man. Cold DC, and we didn't get any popcorn. There was no candy shared. But we did recline our seats somewhere.
We did. No D-Box, though. There's no D-Box.
Didn't have that. This would have been intense in D-Box.
Yeah, it would. It wasn't even an option.
No. Because this thing is jarringly loud, and there is fucking... this brutal, dude. Lock the fuck in. Guys, you know what to do. Like, comment, talk some shit.
Yeah, don't be pussies. Like it. Share it. Subscribe it.
Till the next one.